Hello, this is Photography Gamer, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing Mutant Football League for the PS4. Mutant Football League is an American football game developed by Digital Dreams Entertainment. The game is the spiritual successor to the original Mutant Football game released in 1993 for the Sega Mega Drive. It's 7-on-7 action with a variety of teams made up of humans, orcs, robots, skeletons and lots of other creatures. The game can be played online or locally in versus or couch co-op. The teams are mostly parodies of real-life NFL teams like the Croakland Raiders, Nuked London Hatriots and the Cardinal Sins. One thing that makes this game unique are the game fields for each team. Each one varies and includes unique turf, obstacles and hazards, such as landmines, lava pits, buzzsaws and the like. Each team can also call dirty tricks, which are special plays that give you an unfair advantage for that play. For example, you can bribe the ref, kill the ref, enter beast mode using a murder ball to kill opponents, or just go and kill the opposing quarterback. You only have a limited amount though, so use them wisely. There are a variety of game modes from training, practice, playoffs, seasons, or the Mayhem Bowl, which is basically the Super Bowl for mutants. But the best mode is Dynasty mode, which I'll go into later. So what is the game like to play? Well, anyone who's played John Madden will feel right at home. The playbook interface is very similar to Madden, as are most of the in-game controls. On offense you control the quarterback, running back or wide receiver. On defense you can select any of the players and try to rush the opposition QB or track the runners. Basically you have 5 attempts to make 10 yards. If you make it you get another 5 attempts to do the next 10, if not the ball gets turned over and your opponents get the ball back. You've got to score touchdowns, field goals or extra points, and the games are played over 4 equal length quarters. But when the ball goes dead, the real problems start, because after that you have a very small window to start some beef with the other team. You can punch, kick or elbow drop opponent players, and if you do this enough over the long games you can wipe out the opposition player's roster, like almost decimate them. Death is a huge part of this game and you won't get through one match without losing someone. Honestly, there were matches where 20 to 30 players were dead and both sides were down to the bare bones. And this is where the star players really come into it. These are the key players, and if you can pinpoint the opponent's key players like the quarterback or the receiver and kill them, they're gone, they're not coming back. However, you can resurrect one, like there is a halftime show where it's like a top-down shooter, and if you can survive for the certain time period you'll get a resurrection spell and you can revive one of your key players that are dead. So winning the game is just half the battle, you also have to win the fight, and that includes using your dirty tricks wisely. Like if you bribe the ref when your opponents are close to the end zone, then when they score the ref will make up some BS call and penalise them. Then they'll have to kill the ref because the ref's corrupted, and then they'll get another 20-yard penalty on that. So it works both ways though, you never know what's coming and you might think you're about to intercept a pass, then the ball explodes and kills your defender, so it's another interesting variable to the gameplay. One last thing that can wipe out your roster are the arenas. Each team has a unique arena with deadly traps and obstacles. You can also choose the severity of the traps at your home arena, so if you really crank it up to the max, you'll be lucky if anyone survives the game, because it just really is just like an absolute minefield, literally. But it does really add some interesting variable to the matches and it's a lot of fun. Okay, so let's talk about the Dynasty mode. I would strongly recommend this mode, it's the best way to play the game. It's like a franchise mode, you can buy players, trade, sign free agents, develop the younger players by leveling them up through the season. You can even customise your playbook. However, be aware that when you start the game, the team you get at the beginning are absolute garbage. They are literally the worst players you could get, so you'll have to add players over time as you earn money through the season, but your first season in the game is going to be rough. But over time you'll assemble some star players and develop the rest of the roster, and so by season 2 you should really be in playoff contention, and by season 3 you should be going to the Mutant Bowl as a bare minimum. There's DLC, like you can buy additional teams, they're all under £1, so they're all good, they all have a new arena, new players, and they're worth getting because they're cheap. You also have the Dynasty Edition, which is DLC. If you haven't bought the Dynasty Edition outright, definitely get Dynasty mode because it makes the game worth playing. Without it, I'm not sure I would have played it much. Overall, Mutant Football League is fun, violent, ridiculous, and it's just a really cool, fun parody of American football. If you're looking for a serious sports sim, this is not it, but if you want something fun and ridiculous, hilarious, easy to pick up and play, full of death and destruction and just stupid stuff, this is right up your street. Graphically, the game is very colourful, bold and brash. The arenas look great and they really add a lot of character to the teams, and it makes each match feel very different. The in-game presentation has that gridiron feel, and the player animations are good, the menus are good. It's all simple, easy to follow, very well presented. The in-game commentary goes from the sublime to the ridiculous. It can be laugh out loud hilarious or just really annoying, but in general it's more amusing than annoying. They have that classic American telecast style, and they've done a good job recreating the gridiron atmosphere, albeit with a ridiculous twist.
And the defense puts one over on the quarterback with a sticky ball dirty trick. The only thing the QB can do now is run for it and into the end zone for a touchdown. What the fuck are you talking about?
The sound effects, menu effects, overall audio is good, and you get this nice funeral sound effect every time you kill an opponent player. Okay, what's good and what's bad? What's good? The Dynasty mode is comprehensive and challenging. The dirty tricks are so much fun to use, the variety of teams and arenas add to the variety, the controls are easy to pick up, the commentary is hilarious at times, and being able to kill your opponents makes for a thoroughly enjoyable sports game with a difference. What's bad? The dirty tricks can be infuriating. Like me and a friend lost 2 Monster Bowls back to back due to 3 or 4 ridiculous screwovers in the last moments of the games, but I guess what goes around comes around. The running game does feel a bit easy, and it's the most reliable way of scoring touchdowns. And Dynasty mode is great, but it is a bit of a slow starter, and your first season will be terrible because your team are absolute garbage. Okay, so what's the verdict? Mutant Football League is a thoroughly entertaining American football game with a difference. It doesn't take itself too seriously, and the addition of dirty tricks, arena traps and post-play violence makes the whole game a lot more enjoyable. The Dynasty mode adds a lot of depth to the experience, and if you're into American football but want something a little bit more fun, then Mutant Football League is really worth getting. I enjoyed it, me and a friend played it a lot. Dynasty mode is addictive, and it's so addictive just smashing up the other team, killing their players, screwing them over with the dirty tricks. The arenas are cool. I loved the original way back when on the Mega Drive, and this really, it was just so much fun to play. So my score for Mutant Football League is 8 out of 10. Okay, that's the review done. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. This is Photography Gamer, signing off. Thank you.